Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday, work wife.
Good morning. Happy Thursday and happy birthday to my mother sitting across from me at my childhood home in Colorado Springs.
Oh, yes, a big happy birthday to Miss Brooks.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Hi there. Thank you.
And how old is she turning today, girl?
She is the big whopping 83 years young.
Yes.
Yes. And
I loved your piece in our newsletter yesterday, a little tribute. I thought that was so precious.
She has no clue that I did that. I have. If you happen to get our newsletter, guys, check it out because my mom doesn't know it yet either. But I posted a picture of my mom and my dad when they were somewhere overseas. Oh, Italy! She saw the picture. You and the love of her life.
You're going to have her read the piece. I thought it was really beautiful when I saw it.
I will. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Morning Cup, another awesome Thursday edition where we get real on topics and ideas for our ladies over 40 and 50. We are super excited to have you along on our ride. Can't believe it's already first Thursday of July. Where is the year going? But
I don't know. I don't know.
Today we got an awesome lineup for you. We are diving into BizLifeCon. Can't believe that is coming up here on July 17th. The theme for BizLifeCon is all about swiveling. Thank you to our amazing Bonnie Schutz for that fantastic theme. The whole idea behind swiveling is not to pivot, but to swivel with class and style. And so we're going to dive into what you can expect in some of the amazing speakers that we have attracted to present for you on that day. Yes, I know, right? I'm so excited. I can't believe it's like here and that we're going virtual with it, lady. Like it's. And then we're going to dive into Denver Startup Week here shortly, talking a little bit about our second run at presenting at the largest free conference for entrepreneurs in the world. And so we are going to rally for your support on that and give you a little bit about what we'll be talking about. And then we're going to be talking about two things that I thought were kind of fun that we found as we were perusing the internet. The first will be the power of chit chat, little kind of bite-sized conversations, and also talking about.
I'm not the best at. You're good at that.
I think you hold your own.
It's more like a chat instead of a chit.
Well, the importance of both, and then merging, and then kind of going micro to macro, right? And then we're going to be talking about some beverage and background pairings by Hyatt. A shout out to our girl, Katie Johnson, on that one. So there's some fun things with you guys today. But let's kick it off, Barb, if you want to take us into Denver Startup Week.
Yeah, we are so excited. And you have to, when you talk about the Hyatt and Miss Katie Johnson, our mutual friend, you have to give our backstory.
Oh, girl, you know it.
So we are just so thrilled. We made it to phase 1. We submitted how companies are boosting 40 and 50 plus fempreneurs. And so now it's the voting phase. So what we're asking for you out there is to vote for us. I checked late last night. We were already, and they just launched it yesterday, at 22 votes. That's what we said. If you could please hit the link that we will post after this show and vote for us, or go to denverstartupweek.org and simply put in the search bar, Second Act Women, our session will pull up. Here's what the session is. It is women 40 plus startup. This is how we always like to open it up because we love to tease the power of we as women entrepreneurs. So women 40 plus start up 1,220 businesses a day. Now you guys have heard this from us time and time again. It is absolutely true. And I'm sure because of what is happening now, that number is probably going to rise. But there comes a point in our lives where we decide it's time to focus on our own passions, pursue our own desires, and design our own life. Many of us are done with corporate, but then others that are not done with corporate, which is fine. I was a corporate girl for 19 years. 3/4 of you by the way. It says here, people 45 to 65, I should say, switch careers at least 2 times. That's you corporate women. So we never want to leave you out because this is what our group is about. But the session itself is the fact that career entrepreneurship in life, again, does not end at 45, 51, 63, or 83.
Amen, girlfriend. Amen.
Right? She hibernates during the winter and she's out getting ready to do her gardening. So life continues. And so what we're doing, we're bringing together She Factor, which is a wonderful organization right here, or I should say there in Denver, Colorado. They are focused on youths and really doing what we're doing for women over 40 and 50 plus, doing that for the younger set, which we are excited about. So we're happily partnering with her and Reboot XL, which Diane Flynn was on our show, The Morning Cut, just 2 weeks ago. She's out of Northern California, Stanford grad. She created a company that is helping you ladies who decide, you corporate types that want to stay. She's helping you when you've had that gap year, 2, 3, 10-year gap years. She's helping you reboot and get back into corporate America. And then we've signed on with Creageless, which is a company, Lupe, you had a conversation with. He's out of Indianapolis. He's our token male.
Yes, but he's doing awesome things for men and women over 40. So he's basically created a network for creatives, people that do everything from PR, ad agency, design, and bringing people that are over 40 and 50 into a community specifically to support people in that type of field work.
Yeah, so we're excited again to have our token male over 40 as part of this, how we are helping to boost. Now, here's what you get out of it by participating in this global event. Once we make it, that's what Lupe and I like to say, when we make it, not if. We will actually walk away with, because we're all launching pads, all of our companies are launching pads to really help us get to adolescence and find that thing that we want to do, whether it's in life, career, or entrepreneurship. You're still going to walk away with homework because we love giving homework. If you don't take action, it just sits there in your planner or on your laptop or in your cell phone. But nothing happens, and you don't want to get to end of life and go, shoulda, coulda, woulda, why didn't I? So you have homework, we'll have lots of resources and tools, and you get to gab with these other amazing women and man during the
singular.
Exactly. So we are so excited again. As Lupe said, it is the largest, it's the South by Southwest, basically, to the entrepreneurship world. So we're excited. It's going global. And no matter where you are in the world, ladies and gents, on LinkedIn and Facebook, vote for us. Let's do this.
Yes. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, it's such a great honor. And last year we were the first organization to bring a conversation about women starting up over 40 to the organization in what I think it's eighth career or 8th year, right?
Yeah, I think so. And I Googled it last night, and I think we're still the ones that are focused on adolescents and the woman and man over 40 and 50 plus. So we are still setting trends. That's what Lupe and I are
perfect. And we're representing you. I mean, we're out there like championing you. So please take the time to share on social. Here, see where you can go to vote for us. But let's represent and kind of kick butt and help us come back to 2020 DSW and represent you. So yeah.
Before you move into the news segment, I know some people use up with Barbara's hair because it is looking awfully longer. It's looking awfully big and a little bit longer.
I think she just what I'm thinking.
I did a little zhuzhing. I decided I wanted to go a little long today, and here I am. So I clipped in some hair, and I'm really excited about having my extensions back. But I love my own hair too. You will continue to see that as well.
Barbara's just as versatile with her hair as she is with her glasses.
And my glasses.
Right?
Graphic tees. Be good to people.
Her graphic tee and her signature blazer. We were just talking about that the other day about what's the brand that we each represent.
Yeah.
Definitely pick Barb out from any crowd. That's for sure. So with That's it. So awesome. So moving on today, I wanted to talk about the power of chit chat, or to Barb's point, the power of just chat. It was an interesting study that we came across on Inc. magazine that was done by Rutgers University and the University of Exeter Business School that discovered that light conversations are actually having positive effects on workers and are uplifting, not distracting, like some would say they had, those water cooler conversations. And I think now what's interesting is that the study took a look at the effects or the potential ramifications of the fact that we're now living obviously in COVID times where chit chats aren't, or water cooler conversations aren't as popular because we're obviously not at work. So it was interesting because the study went on to find that as a result of the pandemic, 1/3 of workers are feeling disconnected from colleagues and company culture. So they were trying to kind of guesstimate what's the potential, outcome or how we can mitigate the effects of feeling disconnected. Because I know that you and me, Barb, like we're constantly, whether it's on the phone, texting, on video calls after video calls, like we're like out there always kind of doing the chit chatting, right?
Yeah.
People that maybe sometimes don't have those opportunities, they gave a couple of ideas that I wanted to share with you so that if you're feeling disconnected or feeling like, am I overstepping by bugging someone, with a question, know that you're not, that everybody appreciates a chit chat. So you can either pick up the phone and make a basic good old fashioned call. Like, when's the last time that you've done that, right? Is all I'm going to say. Whether so pick up the phone. Yeah, and maybe just like do like a Russian roulette on your, contact list and land on someone and drop them a line and just to say, hey, thinking about you, or if it's a business, wanted to see how you're doing, whatever it might be.
You know what? I think it should become a routine because as I'm reading this survey, that the survey indicated the pandemic has left 1/3 of workers feeling alone.
Yeah, crazy, right?
And left on what I call the COVID couch. I think if you were to create a morning routine or a midday routine or some type of routine for yourself that says, I am going and set up an alarm or something if you need it, that I'm going to reach out to XYZ, reach out to this person, maybe make a list of the people that you haven't spoken to in a while, and or go even older school and write a note to someone and then pick up the phone after or something. I think that because this is going to be our culture for probably the next 7 months, 6 to 7 months, then it's probably time. And what's the harm in us going old school all the way around and going, getting on the phone and chatting it up, or for us, Zoom. I prefer Zoom and an in-person. For me, whatever it is that's good for you, do it. It does make you feel good when you jump off the phone after speaking with your friends that you maybe haven't even seen for a long time, and have a chit chat. And it's funny because, like I said at the beginning, I was like, "You take this, Lupe." This is I was like all stirred, but I get it. Yeah, I think
it's important. And you know what? And I think to your point, Barb, I love the idea of making the list, because I think if you make the list, then you're like, okay, cool. Or if you're the sporadic kind of, like I said, you want to do the Russian roulette with your like phone or directory or whatever.
That's a good idea.
The idea being that you never know the positive impact you're going to have on somebody by simply just sending them, doing a quick call, or in this case, even they said, level up your text game. So sending them a text and be like, hey, just thinking of you. Hope you're doing well. Like, you don't know what that other person is going through, especially right now when we're such on an emotional roller coaster. And, from one day to the next, we can go from really high to really low. You might catch someone at a certain point in time where your text or your call could make a huge difference.
I just thought of that because in May we were talking about mental health.
Yeah.
And you're right, because and I think it's especially important to reach out to the stronger friends, your alphas, who are really good at hiding their feelings and really great at being there for other people, but rarely, because they're so strong and they come off as strong, rarely are people there for them to literally hear and ask, how are you doing? How are you doing? Do that, because these are, I'm not going to say what everybody says. I'm not going to try to use any of those.
But it's interesting times.
They're crazy times.
Yes, absolutely. And the last tip that they had was We are definitely very conscious of doing that when we host business calls or workshops is make time either at the beginning or at the end for conversation catch up. Like, don't just make it all strictly about like, okay, let's jump into the agenda. We're on a time schedule, blah, blah, blah. Like, let's get to business. Like, actually make time to be like, hey, how you doing? What's going on with you? Give people that they used to have in person. Do it now, schedule it out on your Zoom call or whatever it might be. So.
Yep.
So
sorry, my dog is like all over the place. She's like, yippee, it's grandma.
New place. And I was grandma too. So Riley's like, woohoo.
She is.
So moving on along, the next one, I needed to give out to a shout out to our girl, Katie Johnson, and Barb alluded, hey, we got to give the backstory on her. So Miss Johnson is the beautiful friendship linchpin between Barb and I. I mean,
that linchpin.
Describe her, right? A, I love her to death. But B, she actually was the director of marketing at Inverness Hotel back in the day. And you were director of marketing at Park Meadows.
Meadows Retail Resort, never
a mall, right? And she brought us together because at the time, I think it was like during the holidays, we were trying to do promotion, right? We were trying to do promotion between the hotel and Park Meadows. And so Katie's like, hey, you got to meet, Barb. She's like the awesome director of marketing over at Park Meadows. Maybe we can do something with them. If you know Barb and if you've ever met her, the first time that you meet her, you're like, okay, I love her. I like her a lot. Emotion. And so from that point forward, we just totally clicked, right? I mean, obviously it was over a couple of drinks too, which is always a nice thing. But from there, we found ways to work together. We founded another company called Decibel, and now obviously we're on our second act women journey together. So props, actually, a teacup salute to Katie.
To Katie Johnson. We need to have her on our show because she has since elevated to a very large position with the Hyatt.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, she's up there. But we love our girl, and I think we were going to try to do social distancing something this weekend with her, from what I remember from the other day.
Really? I'm overdue to see that girl. That's for sure. But the reason we kind of brought her up was because we came across this cool initiative that Hyatt Hotels announced. I know a lot of you have done Zoom calls, and a lot of you have gotten creative with your backgrounds. And whether you create your own, you load up a photograph, or you kind of transport yourself to a whole new universe in some cases with some of those backgrounds. Hyatt decided to do a cool pairing season or series where they created and they took images of whether it's vistas from their hotels or properties themselves, and then paired it beautifully with a cool drink that went with it. Like, how awesome is that, right? Like, here is a sampling that they brought. So everything from their Soothing Escape collection hotels is paired with an herby twist tea. The Low Country Comfort kind of portfolio of resorts was paired up with a raspberry rose, and I think it's fojito instead of mojito. It's fojito.
Fojito?
I think it's like a fojito. So it's like a non-alcoholic beverage. And then they paired up their urban sophistication portfolio with a CB and tea mocktail. And so what they did is all of these.
Did you say CB or CBD?
CB and T.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Like a little play on words. I know. I was like, ooh, they're getting like risque, but no.
Like, wow.
But what's cool is that you can download the background. So next time that you're feeling, I feel like I could do like a little urban escape, or I feel like I could go, to the tropics, or whatever it might be, whatever your mood is for the day. You can download these cool backgrounds and then even create your own little signature drink because they propped up there the recipe under each portfolio. And you can pretend like you're literally, wherever their amazing properties take you. So I thought
all over the world, and those are different collections. A lot of people may not know as much as we do about the hotel and hospitality industry because that was our focus in our previous careers. And so it's really neat that the Hyatt has all these different collections from the traditional Hyatt to, as you were listing, a few others that are elevated. Next thing you know, they've got, the AAA Broadmoor style.
Yeah, well, and that's the kind of cool part. Now that destination is underneath Hyatt,
Yeah.
just such a diverse kind of portfolio of different properties too. That just I think I love the character that each brings, and they're a beautiful destination. Oh, there's my girl.
She had to say hello. She was perfect.
She's like,
Hi, everyone.
So we'll post that link, ladies, into the Facebook chat after our session so that you can go in and download. And maybe the next time that we see you on one of our workshops or our socials, we'll be like, okay, so where did you transport to today? And the drink to boot as well.
Exactly.
So let's dive in, shall we, into BizLifeCon.
Yeah, so this is really exciting. So the story of BizLifeCon, it really started when a lot of you have heard the story. When I couldn't get back into corporate, I decided to launch some kind of company for women, really focused on business women, and again, being a corporate type, and at the time, an accidental entrepreneur. So when I was coming up with the idea to do Women's Business Week, and then it came in, and then it got, after 3 iterations of the name for what it is that I eventually got looped into. To join.
It wasn't that hard.
It became Second Act Women, and the company was going to be simply an event company. The idea was to take BizCon, at the time it was BizCon, across the country, hit up, over the course of years, large cities, and just bring these beautiful, badass women over 40, 50, and 60 together, and, do what we have really done for BizLifeCon. And so at our first event, which was at the Art Hotel, which we had to always give a shout out to Lauren and her Williams and her crew. I believe she's newly engaged too.
I'm married right now, actually.
Probably. For having us. Like, she saw the vision. We sat there at lunch. Lupe, you got the appointment with the Art Hotel. We sat there, had this vision, and she could see the vision of BizCon. And so we were able to pull off this event. But the story was that here we were trying to launch this new company for women over 40 and 50, a new event company for women over 40 and 50. And knowing that there's a lot of events out there for women overall, and a lot of organizations, that are doing pretty much similar things. However, our niche as marketers and as people who are their own target demo, our niche was 40 and 50 plus women. Mm-hmm. The problem is everybody else got what we were trying to do. So as we launched the ticket, and it was going to be this 2.5 day.
Girl,
yeah, the vision was here, because that's how I am. And then sometimes Lupe has to help me, like, okay. So, or sometimes he's with me, he's like, comes up with other ideas, and then it goes. So BizCon was launched. We went on sale in 2018, winter of 2018 or fall. And, we're excited. We have this amazing, by the way, group of volunteers. Rachel Mackinnon, Laura, Amy, Trisha Wackerly, all these 12 volunteers who came together to help us for free, just for their time, pull off this event. So we are doing it. All of us, we're having meetings every month, and we're creating a badass, first time event, first time really in the country to pull together an event just for us. Well, a month out, and Libby and I have already we've got Microsoft involved, Colorado Biz Magazine. Thank you, Sylvia Harmon, the publisher and editor of the magazine. Thank you to Microsoft. We had the Art Hotel that was on board with us and gave us a stinking amazing deal. It wasn't even a stinker. It was actually an amazing deal they gave us.
Yeah.
Yes. We had Prudential. We had so many companies that
and the university. Yep. Just a lot of
every university, women's college. Yes, the dean, who we love. So they were all on board. They were going to lead sessions, and So here's what happens, guys. So not everything can go the way you plan it to be, no matter how big or small your idea is. We are a month out. We're only at about, I think by then, 15 tickets sold. Now, again, the ticket price for 2.5 days was 320 or something like that. So we had sold about, I don't know, 15 to 20 tickets. We are now, that's a month out. We are now officially a week out. And Lucy and I are just like,
having palpitations in real life.
Palpitations. And here I am. I'm known for being an event planner and throwing really cool, wicked events. And it's my thing. I love bringing people together. And Lupe has done the PR, and the volunteers have done what they can. And our clients, we're a week out from the March 12th date, or March whatever date it was now. And we had to pull the plug, postpone. Lupe and I literally had to get on the horn to each other and go, okay, we're going to have to. That was the first time we used the word pivot. So we'd been using it a while. We said, we have to pivot. We know we have something. And where I'm going with this story, by the way, is the reason why we were a week out and we had to pivot was because our target demo didn't understand that there was an event just for them. It was that new that we were creating this thing that had never been done. And what you're going to bring us together to do what?
Yeah. It was interesting. And I think it was because women, in general, like you were saying, there's a lot of conferences.
Being the focus.
Whether it's a lot of women's conferences, whether it's by industry, whether, it's by trade or whatever, there's a lot of conferences to pick from. But if you think about it, there isn't a lot of conferences that are defined by age. And so all of a sudden to have something tailored where they're like, we want to speak to you. You matter. We want
you, lady. Exactly. And then what happened is you and I decided, okay, we're not going to give up on this thing that we're going to do. We're not giving up. And suddenly, we had to make the call to all the partners that we had involved. And do you know the beauty of it is they still got you guys, ladies, you that are watching, they understood you. Microsoft, again, they understood you and understood your importance to this world and what we were trying to achieve. Which is still, again, really crazy new. They said, yeah, we're on board, Cozy 101. Yeah. What date?
Banks too. Yeah.
And so we moved it a month out. You and I took a look at the pricing model, looked at, okay, well, me not having kids, I didn't realize, and yours are older. It was in the middle of spring break that we were planning this event. And the price was a little too high for a brand new event. People didn't get it. And I forgot there was one other thing. So we had missed the mark there, but we had not missed the mark on you and us. So what happens? April 12th comes along. We bundle it down to one day and a happy hour the night before. It was tears streaming. The night before we are about to launch this event, we had by then sold 89 tickets. By the time we had opened the doors, we were at 130 plus women. And we had suddenly started buzzing and saying, you got to go to this conference. This looks really great.
That was the cool part about it. Yeah, like I think women walked in, they saw that there were other awesome women. I mean, between the experiences, obviously, that goes without saying, but I think they started to see and understand the energy, intent to do that. All of a sudden they're like, girl, we even heard some people like, girl, you gotta get down here. This is cool.
And mimosas all day, wine all day, rosé all day. If that was your deal, we had comedy. We did all the things, I think, right. I spoke a little too long at the beginning and threw us off for the day, but it was so exciting. Just the buzz and the words that women were sharing. And one day, I guess we should have queued it up. Now that I think about it, actually, I could show the video. Maybe at the next week, we'll show the video of the event itself. So fast forward to 2 weeks from tomorrow. COVID put us a little bit behind. I'm not going to lie, because we have had so many things fall on our plate. They're beautiful and things that we just had to focus on. So while this is going to be a virtual conference, it's going to be so awesome. Look, let me tell you. So every morning cup, we are going to bring to you some of our guests that are going to be a part of this, starting with Barbara Waxman. our morning keynote. Tell them about our morning keynote. And I'll go
So a big shout out to my amazing girlfriend and mentor, Nani Alwood out of San Francisco. She introduced me to Barbara Waxman last year, actually, around this time. And Barbara is the leading expert on middle lessons. So the stage that we find ourselves, ladies, in this, like, just like adolescence, middle lessons is basically representative of this mid stage that we find ourselves in right now.
Yeah.
She explores it from just a beautiful gerontologist perspective, but also from just a life stage expert and coach perspective on what does it take to succeed in middle lessons? What are some of the hurdles that we need to overcome or face in order to truly embrace our next stage in life? And so at BizLifeCon, she is going to be bringing her magic to rally you ladies and remind you how badass, awesome you are at 40, 50, 60 plus, and what you can do to really own this next stage of your life. And making sure that she kind of reality checks a little bit about some of the things that maybe you're thinking, well, maybe this is just me, or maybe I'm alone. No, we're all going through it. So it's a beautiful way to kind of get us all on the same page and talking about this as a flourishing opportunity to live life in full color.
Absolutely. So I'm really excited to have her, and the idea that we are officially okay to use her term that she's doing, because I love it.
I love it.
I remember I thought you would coin that because you're good at that stuff, and you're like, no, I plagiarized.
I do credit.
Yeah. And then if you didn't receive our e-newsletter, and we always like to ask you to sign up for it. It's only once a week. We don't spam you, but we do provide you with some really great information for you and your business, and hot tips and tricks and all of that. Well, we decided that we would focus each week in the newsletter and here on the Morning Cup on a few of our sessions. So we're really excited to have Amy, another keynote. She's Amy Cosper. I've already spoke to her. And by the way, let me take a step back and let you know that the focus for BizLifeCon now that we transitioned it from BizCon to BizLifeCon last November, which we held at Microsoft. So there's a purpose to that, because as we've been doing our homework and continually learn about you, we discovered that really it's full circle when it comes 360 degrees of who we are is what we like to focus on. There's the entrepreneur who, you guys are starting up businesses more than anybody else. You guys, and then us women over 40. Then of course there's the career woman, because who knows, if I would have stayed even at Park Meadows, I might have stayed in corporate America. So I get it that is your thing. And then the other part is the life component. I am all about, and so is Lupe, and many of you, Brenda and Katie, and are all about, I love a good vision board, goal setting for myself. I think a lot of you out there aren't. If you aren't, we're going to do classes, right, Lupe, that you all are lining up on the course side of what we're doing.
Yeah, no, we are excited to be taking and really creating courses to help you move through some of those experiences that this life stage brings. So everything from whether you're looking how to own your value or understand the root of your beliefs or your limiting beliefs and how to overcome that, but also how to step into your awesomeness, maybe perhaps curb that negative self-talk. It's the idea that women over 40, 50 face some certain unique challenges that we find that if we can help you move past that, it only contributes to your success and your confidence in the way that you step into and own your number at 40, 50, 60 plus. So we are excited at BizLifeCon, and then hopefully bringing you a full-on coursework series later on this year.
Absolutely. So we wanted to make sure that we made that point, that that's what makes our conference different, is that it focuses on us. Some of you have gone through divorces because, now it's time, the kids are gone. Now it's time to focus on you, or you haven't gone through divorces, but you know what? You decided to focus on you regardless, or pivot careers, or we like to say swivel. So we are hearing you. When we make those posts, we are you, and we are hearing you, and making sure that all that we do focuses on that. Well, that's what BizLifeCon is all about. So going back to our other keynote. So Amy is a global speaker, a writer, a filmmaker, an amazing storyteller. and adventurer and the former editor-in-chief of Entrepreneur Magazine. She lives right here in Colorado. We're excited to have her. She's great from what I can tell at storytelling. We know that storytelling is really a great skill for us to have. So she's going to bring her passion and purpose to the stage, the virtual stage of Zoom, to the event. We also have for you, if you're in marketing in your careers, a CMO, marketer, digital marketer, you folks that have side gigs and you want to boost your Instagram, you have a company and you need to boost your recognition and your follower base. We have someone, her name is Tony Lipsy. She is out of Columbus. She is going to do a really wonderful session and give you tips, tricks, and ways to take your Instagram from 100 followers to how she went to 90,000.
Big time. Yeah.
And it's so great. It's beautiful. It's yarn. And she has over 100,000 subscribers on her YouTube. So she's going to give you the tools to take your Instagram, and we can't wait to take that session, right, Lupe?
Amen.
So that in particular is focused on entrepreneurs and side giggers or marketers. The next one is about career. We always want to bring back our recruiters. We have Amazon, City of Denver, and another company that will be represented again. We're going to do Ask the Recruiter. So this panel is going to be different in that, they're going to give you advice. But this is actually driven by you. We want you to bring your questions to this panel of hiring managers, recruiters, to figure out how it is you could beat ageism, which then also leads me to another course that I'm going to be leading about how to beat ageism and get the interview. We're going to be bringing that to you. We brought that last week to 274 people, of which some of you joined right here from the globe. Women. We have Olivia Omega Wallace, who will be back with us again this year. She is going to teach you how to create a YouTube channel and grow that. I don't know if you know, but the two most popular ways that we find out information, first, of course, is Google. I mean, it's like, Google is
became a verb now too. Like you Google it.
next. Yeah. Google that. Yeah. Next is YouTube. So YouTube is second in line for how we are gathering our information, our intel, learning things, and all of that. So we're excited to have Olivia teach you how to create your own YouTube channel and get subscribers.
Yeah,
we have
go ahead. Beavis too. On resources and skills available to entrepreneurs and especially particularly women. So it's he did a really great session with us. What was it, last week, I believe. On the Cup, where he was just full of different ideas and opportunities for you to take advantage of, whether it's from funding to just support systems to connecting. He'll provide really great insight on
absolutely
or midstream in your business.
Well, and what's going to be really wonderful, I think, we always talk about leveling up, taking our skills to the next level and our tech skills. And so because this is going to be produced and powered up by Meta Media, so we're getting serious about this. We have Julie with Meta Media, one of us.
Shout out to Julie Duro for
Julie. She is working with us on creating the inner workings of the flow and all of how this is going to be done from our couches. We want you we're going to teach you, if you're not into Slack, we want you to join the conversations with our presenters on Slack after they have presented their sessions. Have real life conversations with them. So you'll learn Slack. We're going to set up those Slack channels. And we're even going to do a pre-event to show you how to use Slack if you're not familiar. The whole thing's going to be ran on Canva, which will be really exciting. So you'll be able to see some of the other tools and tricks that Canva now provides and animation and all of that. The other thing is Zoom. We're hoping to use at some point whiteboard. It depends on how many people we have involved. But then we are not stopping with the excitement because we want you to Chromecast it. We want you to watch this from your couch, your COVID couch. I should call it COVID couch. Oh my gosh, that is wrong. We want you to watch it.
We know what you meant.
Right. And we want you to cast it to your television. If you have a smart TV, no, don't sit behind your laptop and watch it or your cell phone. No, cast this and be a part of the conference in a larger way. Lastly, there's so many other things. I'm sure Lupe has a few others. We are not stopping with providing you with entertainment. So Debbie Shear is back. So we're opening at 8:40 a.m. We're going to send you a recipe. Those of you that are going to be a part of this, you're going to get a recipe from one of our insiders, who is a coach, and you will prepare your meal the night before, and you're going to plop yourself down and enjoy. Right before we get started with our guest speaker, you're going to enjoy a nice little session and comedy with Debbie Shear while you're eating a hearty breakfast. From Gina is one of them who has a flower farm.
Gina Schley, yes.
Put like flowers in this drink it's going to be fun. And then we'll provide a recipe also for your lunch. So you could sit back and watch during the lunchtime. You can watch and take part, but you would pre-prepared your healthy lunch from another provider. So, mocktails, we've got recipes coming for the mocktail hour and the cocktail hour. We're doing it up. We're not forgetting
and the point being, ladies, I mean, obviously, goes without saying, we would love to have you in person, be able to hug each other and say, this is so cool, toast, right? But at the end of the day, we can't. So we are definitely working tirelessly behind the scenes to bring those experiences, into a virtual world and create BizLifeCon for the first time virtually, but bring the energy, bring the reason why so many of you joined us the first time, serve it up for the third time in a row. So what we're asking, and I think I'd love to also talk about too, is, the theme about it. So we talked a little bit about swivel. I talked about it in the beginning, but then let's also reveal our t-shirt hashtag, because I think
let's remind them.
Conversation about it on Facebook, and we picked a winner. So
yes, thanks to Chris Weddingberg, which by the way she's doing our t-shirts. And she also is the founder of Be Good to People. But Lupe, let's also remind them, I just typed on screen where to get your digital passes. There are 3 types. And by the way, before we make that announcement, I'm so excited. You can still get $10 off your ticket. So it's $10 off any one of those packages. We've got 3 packages. We've got the regular digital pass where you get to enjoy the conference all day, including the social hour. If you buy the $74, and you can take $10 off of that, you're going to get a graphic tee, which we're going to announce what that is here in a moment. On top of that, we are making a $5 donation back to a charity I'm on the board for called Sense of Security. So any tickets that's purchased after $75 or $74, we're giving back to community. And what that organization does, Sense of Security it's called again, is we provide funding for women and men that are going through breast cancer treatment. And you can imagine how many people needs that help. We provide living expenses. We pay for those. So you do that, you're also giving back. Now, if you go to the higher level, the 153, you are getting our annual membership. And we've got a lot of things in store, don't we, Lupe, for our membership?
Absolutely, yes.
You get an annual membership, which means you also get all the stuff before that. So you get the graphic tee, you also get the ageless graphic tee. But then, thanks to Douglas County Libraries, you also get the book Start With Why by Simon Sinek. Thank you, Mary. You will get that book, which is valued at, I think, about $20, maybe $15 on audio. So you will get that as part of a gift to you, and bonus classes. We've got a lot.
I know. I'm like, did we cover it all? Because I love the idea of the book, because I just finished talking to, well, obviously we're gonna have Julie come back and talk about how to shoot, a video for you on social media. So these are all post BizLifeCon classes that you will take on as a registered BizLifeCon participant. So they won't be open to our general second act community, only exclusively to ticket holders. But we've got
insiders.
yes, and insiders. Yes, we've got that segment with Julie DeRoe, who is obviously of Meta Media. But then I also just finished talking earlier, actually last week, to Deb Matlock, who's going to be also providing a framework for you to go out and do a guided hike, and certain kind of prompts to think about when you're out in nature about how to kind of re-energize and recenter and connect to earth and kind of stepping into your awesomeness on your hike. And then we've got, I'm trying to think, there's another one too that we have.
Oh gosh, what don't we have? We have a lot. I'm so excited.
The idea
literally 2 weeks from tomorrow.
What's that?
I said literally 2 weeks from tomorrow, all of this. You get all of this for a very small, we've got comments coming in. Yes, for a very small amount. And, it's just about up leveled and community connected. That's what I think we mostly like, right? All of us.
Absolutely. Okay. I love this Facebook users. It's like channeling Oprah. You get a car and you get a car and you get a car. You know what, ladies?
I do have Oprah's hair today. So
one day we will do that. I'm going to put it out into the universe. One day we will be able to say we can do that. And then I'll be like, okay, the pinnacle of success.
I can't wait. Because you and I have talked about the day. I was just talking to a young lady from Michigan, from University of Michigan yesterday. I'm mentoring, and I'm going to bring you in on this, but you just don't know it yet. So
okay.
App that she has created, and I was talking to her yesterday, and I was just at the end of the call. I said, "God, I can't wait for the day when our company, because you and I have talked about this, can actually be the ones that are giving back, monetarily and in monetarily wise, so that we can help boost others. That would be so tremendous. It's going to be a couple of years from now,
but it's not a if, it's a when. So
it's a when
too. So
Brenda Mercer, we love her. She's on every week. Love it.
Yes.
So that's BizLifeCon. Grab your ticket. The discount code for non-insiders, because insiders, it's on your page.
Mm-hmm.
It's
a save 10.
Thank you.
And so we got expired on June 30th, but we decided that since we were going to be talking about it through here on the Morning Cup, that it would be a great kind of exclusive promo for those that tune in to the Morning Cup. So if you're tuning in, consider it a special perk for you guys.
Absolutely. And we've got to make that little change in the back end. So give us until 10:15, and that will be available on our website at secondactwomen.com.
Yes, exciting. So hope to see you guys joining us. Other ways to stay connected, obviously, is to join our newsletter. If you haven't yet been part of it, every Tuesday we were a little late this week, but we had a whole bunch of other things kind of going on. But usually on Tuesdays, we send out a newsletter chock full of just great ideas, stories, ways to, level up your own game, and insights from our blog. So please check us out. We're always looking to kind of boost our community. And I'm just excited. There's a lot ahead of us, and it's been a fantastic week. I mean, we had, yesterday just to now, chit chat. We had an awesome also day with Minnie. Do you want to kind of give a little behind the scenes? What was it that we went out with Minnie the other day?
Yes. By the way, did we announce the graphic tee?
Oh, wow, we did it. We did into it. No, we didn't. Okay, hold on a second. We need to totally back. We're going to go.
We get so excited about this, we forget. Yeah.
No. So as you guys know, Barb put out a request because we definitely are always, like she mentioned earlier on, we're always about listening to you ladies and trying to understand what you guys want. And we want to make sure that we are as responsive as possible to your needs and wants. And so we put it out there. We're like, hey, we're creating our second t-shirt, because if you went to our first one, you saw that we usually sometimes will wear our Angel shirt. And so we wanted to continue this positive hashtag that so many of us have, so many ladies have told us we love wearing your shirts. Like we always get these looks, like people are like, I love it. And so we said, we got to continue the theme. What do we put on at this time? Well, give me drum roll and I'll kind of put it up on screen. It is hashtag better together. Woo! And you said Chris Wittenberg was the mastermind behind it, right, Barb?
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, everybody was the insiders were the ones who voted on it, and all of a sudden, because we had some really good ones out there. I mean, really good ones, right? And once she posted that one, all of a sudden, everyone was like, "That's how I feel." That is it. No, it's better than that says better together. It's better than ever.
Oh, better than ever. Ah. My bad, better than ever.
No, that's okay. It's better than ever. And so, yeah, we're excited about that. And I'm just going to take that one down, and I can put the other one back up. So yeah,
obviously to create, the branding that I did at like 11 o'clock last night. So that's on me. Either way, maybe we'll use that one for next year because that was a good one too. But nonetheless, it's better than ever. The idea being that it doesn't matter what age you are awesome.
Yes, absolutely. So yes, we had a wonderful, very, social distancing. Because we are big proponents of mask wearing, right? I am so all about be good to people today. I just realized that. Right? Oh, you can get and they're really inexpensive too. But anyway, so knowing that I was also going to see my mom, who again turned 83 today. You and I both wanted to make sure you've got a family, and we all do, and so we're big proponents of social distancing and wearing. So this is my disclaimer, and I just wanted to say thank you, Minnie, for having us on set with our masks. Everyone was protected, 6 feet apart, and we were on a photo shoot. We were able to, get new headshots made, but most importantly, support the second actor who has a really lovely apparel line that she's launching called Everyday Sabbatical. And I'm actually gifting my mom the gift that I got from Minnie because I thought that she would love it. She doesn't know what it is yet. So she's looking at me like, my mom's in the room. I'm at my mom's house for those of you that are just tuning in. Yeah, it was lovely. And we felt safe. We felt protected, and it was just a really fun day.
Yeah, and I think to your comment, I mean, I love the idea of women supporting women. That's obviously the cornerstone of our organization. And so she felt comfortable enough to say, hey, ladies, I'm looking to get some models to, try out our new apparel that she is revamping and relaunching. And so it was a fun opportunity. But what I loved about it was that she felt comfortable enough to ask us. And of course we said, hell yeah, sign me up.
Yeah.
It was or anything. But it was a great opportunity. And I think that goes to show that you shouldn't be afraid to ask anything. Like as women, sometimes we shy away from asking for things and we say, well, maybe they're going to say no, or I'm going to get pushback or whatever. But goes to show you that sometimes you just got to put the ask. And if you don't, then you'll never know the outcome. So in this case, it was a fun day spent. It was so great to see Barb because, girl, it had been too long since we had seen each other. Too.
Oh my gosh, I know. It was like, what? It was really yeah. We want to give a shout out to Minnie, who also I saw drives a Mini Cooper. That is too funny.
Actually, it was so on point for her. So
that is all reality. But yeah, it was lovely. So wherever we can support you, ladies. And if you're an insider, we're coming up with a new opportunity. Lupe and I have talked about it. So how we can help you promote your brand without going, we don't want to turn our Facebook group into nothing but promotions. That's not why people are there. We're there as a safe space to communicate with one another, and talk real stuff. Which is why we, the stuff that stays there. But we do want to give our insiders the opportunity and for you to support one another. And so, so we're coming up with ways that they can promote themselves. And we're just, we had other conversations. Life has been, on such, like it is with everyone, right? And Libre and I just continually have to pinch ourselves. No matter how tough things get for any of us, we literally have to just sit back and look at each other across Zoom and go,
That was the other day.
what conversation did we do? And with who was that? Are you kidding me? Yeah. So we're never giving up on this. We encourage you never to give up on what you are doing or wanting to pursue, whatever it is. Don't let anybody, and if you have anybody that's there to be your naysayer, don't tell them what you're doing. Don't even go in that space. Say hi, how are you, and move on. If it's a family member, love on them. But you know what? Don't let them discourage you or anyone from pursuing. You're far too young to not live a purposeful life and live the life we deserve. And it's not going to be easy all the time. We know that. That's life. But go for it.
I love that, girl. Oh my gosh, especially as we're, I put up a post the other day that we are halfway through the year.
I'm hot flashing, by the way.
We are halfway through the year now, ladies. Like you've got 6 months in 20. And granted, 2020, I would say, definitely did not shape up to be the year that we all thought it was going to be. First to admit that. But also, it's been a very a year packed of full growth and opportunity to see things differently, to step into, to rediscover ourselves. I mean, girl, we pivoted, then we moved into swiveling, and like we're still going, right? Like it's this idea that life threw us a curveball, but we caught it. We didn't move out of the way, and so we encourage you all to do the same. Because 6 months more till the year. So we encourage you to step into it, to face it, to say you did not, 2020. Yeah, you brought obstacles and challenges, and you made me cry, and you made me, feel lonely. By the same token, I rose to the occasion and I overcame it. And here's what I did. What is the story that you all want to write as we kind of come next to the next 6 months of 2020?
Right. And and Lupe, you probably saw this already. You and I are going to do our 6-month plan. Like we are going to look back at our accomplishments because we're not giving in to 2020. None of this, I would say the real word, but Mama Brooke is sitting across from me. But none of this none of this shit was on our vision board. Sorry, Mom. But you know what? What can we do about it? We can't let the devil, in my opinion, you can't let the devil have its way. Hell no. We are moving forward and we're looking at our accomplishments. We're relishing in them and we're looking forward to what is the rest of 2020 going to look like. I want to give a shout out to Mia Voss because she is one of the ladies that I had talked about, doing something and like, I need to do this. And she and Cammie was there one day as well, where we'd even talked about, let's get together, let's just bring entrepreneurs together and, do powwows. But I give a shout out to Mia Voss because she had invited me to an event that further encouraged me to finally move on this. I sat there in that event and watched Mia give a speech, which one day she's going to be with us and give a speech. And surprise! And I was so encouraged. And that's, when I couldn't find a job, I said, all right, I got with Lupe and I said, I'm going to pull this damn idea off the shelf. Mm-hmm. So Mia, I want to say thank you for being a part of this ride. And you're like a sister from another mister.
But you know what? How beautiful. I love the shout out because it goes to show you ladies that this community is all about finding your person, whether it's your friend, we have you women in our community that are working together, that are partnering up and starting businesses. We have women that are encouraging others to step into new spaces. We have women that are
partnering with each other.
And that have turned into friendships. Like that is the beauty of second act women. And honestly, we always say that, yes, we created the community, but it's all about what you bring to the table and how you decide to show up and the support and love that you guys bring with every authentic word and encouragement. Like, we couldn't have asked for a better community. So to that, we're super grateful because it's super grateful that like make this a rock star community.
Absolutely. So I say, look Mia up. She is an influencer. She's one of us. And look her butt up. She is fun on Friday nights. I love to watch her videos with her little pug And her pug is like my dog is to me. It's the cutest thing.
Aw.
So listen, we are going to end the show today. We do have Barbara Waxman here next week to encourage you and talk to you about your middle lessons, but not give too much away because she's going to share the rest of it at BizLifeCon. Vote for us. Vote for us on Denver Startup Week. We would love to have you be a part of it by being in the audience and also showing up in droves and showing them what we, the power of we, women entrepreneurs. And, you know, we're thankful for you every day. And I just want to give, I just want to show you, I'm friends. So like I said, that's my mom and I on Mother's Day a couple of years ago. I just want to show you, look, that's my mom back in the day. She used to model.
She's looking sorry.
Yeah. So this is our family wall. That's my mom and my dad. And does anybody remember back in the 70s when mirrors were big? Let me just show you. Listen, my family is into mirrors. Oh, bye. That whole wall is mirrors.
Your mom's like, what are you doing, Barbara?
She is cracking up. We're she is cracking up as she's putting her makeup on because she's an 83-year-old who always has to look good no matter where Bobby Brooks goes.
Amen to that. And she does. She does always look stellar. So happy birthday to your mom. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in and being the best part of our Thursday and of our community. We love you to the moon and back. Have a great 4th of July weekend.
Yes, be safe.
Great show.
All right.
Mascot.
There you go. Bye.
Mascot.